Alright guys, so it's been a while, and honestly it's just because I haven't had anything good to really post, but I just figured I'd tell a quick little story real quick. So, here's a story when I was about, probably I think 8 or 9. This was the first time I ever went to a theme park. This is back when, you know what, let me look that up real quick. Let me just look that up. This is back when Universal still had the Universal Studios Orlando still had the Jaws ride. So, um, anyways, so I was about like 8 or 9. It was my first theme park I ever went to. I had never seen a shark. So, anyways, all day we're going through the park. I had no idea. I had never seen the Jaws movie or anything. Hold on, I'm looking this up. Or anything like that. Never known what a shark looked like. I'd never seen a Jaws ride. So it was very, I didn't know anything. But, the Jaws ride opened in 1990 on June 7th. When did it close? Um, anyways, so we're going through the park and we go through the Jaws ride area and we ride it. And it closed 2012. Okay, so like after a year afterwards, or a few years afterwards. Anyways, so we get to the park. We're through the park. We're walking through all day. Now, at this point in time, my parents had the most biggest struggle with anything for me doing attractions because when I was very young, I had also seen the movie. What was it? It was what was it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Final Destination 3. And in the beginning of that, the roller coaster gets stuck upside down, they fall, they die. Anyways, that scarred me as a small child. But besides that, I didn't want to ride any roller coasters. I didn't want to do anything else because I was afraid of them. I was young. So they thought a boat ride attraction would be great for me. I had never seen anything of a shark. So we're getting on, right? And, well, not even before that, my parents were talking about it. And the night before, we saw a trailer for it in the hotel room. And, yeah, it looked really good, really cool, really fun. Anyways, we get there, and my parents this whole time were talking about it. And they're wanting to know what my reaction's gonna be, and they didn't say anything. So, we get on and we get going, and the shark fin starts coming up, and I lose it. And the ride used to like rock and shake and move around, and it was cool. Now that I think about it, it really was how they did it. And the person that was supposed to be driving the boat would they had to sell what was happening, and this person really did it good, and like a 7 to 8 year old's mind, they might think it's real. I don't know, I'm just a moron. Anyways, so we're getting, and this shark fin comes up and it's just rocking the boat. And they used to have Universal, the ride manager, the guy that would sit on the boat. They would give them like a fake gun, and they had to shoot it and stuff, and it was really funny. It was really cool, honestly. Anyways, they're doing all that, and I'm sitting there, and people are staring at me because I'm bawling out, crying and screaming, thinking it's a real shark. Meanwhile, everybody's looking at my parents, asking if I'm okay. And it gets even worse. There was a little dark shack where they'd keep the boats, and it would go quiet, and you could just hear the water like riffle, and you could hear the water riffle, and just it'd rock the boat, and then you're coming out and you can see the shark. And I don't remember if Universal did this, if Orlando or Hollywood did. I've never been to one in Hollywood, but pretty sure Orlando did it too. They would act like they'd shoot a barrel after you get out of there, and it would blow up the shark like in the movie. Well, you could feel the heat because of how close you were, and it freaked me out even more. I I couldn't. I lost it. I was scared for the rest of the day, and it just absolutely terrified me. Another story is the old Twister ride at Universal. That was at Orlando too. When I was on it, and it was like the same vacation day. And anyways, so you'd go there, and it was like a simulation. Like they'd blow giant wind and stuff at you, and it was done really good. Like it would actually rip apart stuff and all that. But we get on it, and it wasn't even a ride. You just stand there, and you could just feel the wind, and it freaked me out so bad. I ended up like I used to do this thing when I was younger. When I was scared, I'd bite my arm, because like whenever you were younger and you'd have a nightmare, you pinch yourself to see if you were stuck in a if it was a dream or real. So I guess that was like a fight or flight thing I used to do when I was younger. Anyways, I bit my arm extremely hard and left this giant red mark on my arm for the rest of the day. But I remember just being there, and you could feel they did it really good, because you could feel the wind pushing against you, and it would actually they'd throw stuff across the room, and it was really immersive. Like honestly though, if I could go back and do it again now, I would do it. It would be so cool. The funny thing is that I still do love Jurassic Park. And when I went there that year, when I was like 7 or 8, they still do. They have the Jurassic Park River Adventure ride, and I'd put up with that because it was Jurassic Park, anyways. But I never got to ride it because it was down for maintenance. But years later, I found out that it was like a 75, 80 foot drop at a diagonal angle, and yeah, I don't think I would have been able to handle that as a small 7-year-old child who's afraid of an animatronic shark. Maybe I'm just a baby and stuff. But yeah, I just figured I'd like to share that small little story. I thought it'd be funny. I bring this up. Um, Anyways, a few quick announcements. I haven't posted anything in a long time. Quite a while. I think the last thing I posted was, let me check YouTube Studio. I haven't. Warzone episode 6. That was posted. I don't know. Anyways, I haven't posted in a while because there hasn't been any good games or any good content I've wanted to put out. Not saying my content's good, anyways, but Anyways, I only remember this story because my birthday is the 22nd of May, so it's coming up in a few days. So literally this Friday of recording, which would be Mother's Day. So yeah. Anyways, I probably won't post anything for another quite a while. But yeah, I just figured I'd like to tell a quick little short story and get something posted. I have nothing better to do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys some other time.